Human civilization is built on pyramids, not just the stone monuments of ancient Egypt baking under the desert sun, but invisible hierarchies of thought. Today, we explore the architecture of the human mind. Layers of meaning stretch from raw survival impulses at the base to profound revelation and creation at the peak. Yet, in our age of infinite information, most people never climb beyond the first few steps. We scroll, react, repeat. In schools, politics, and social media, society largely operates at the lowest cognitive levels, rote remembering and shallow regurgitation. Opinions echo without origin. Words carry no real weight. Why have we forgotten how to think deeply? What happens when an entire society stays stuck at the bottom? Most don't even realize higher levels of thinking exist, let alone how transformative they can be. Today, we'll explore Benjamin Bloom's taxonomy, not just as a teaching tool, but as a powerful blueprint for human cognition itself. We'll diagnose why modern life pulls us downward and find practical paths upward. Section 1. The hierarchy of thinking. In 1956, Benjamin Bloom created a framework to guide learning from basic memorization to sophisticated thought. It forms a pyramid of 6 distinct levels. Remembering is the base, recalling facts verbatim. It is the raw data of the mind, necessary but insufficient for true wisdom. Understanding involves explaining ideas in your own words. It is the translation of data into meaning, moving beyond rote repetition. Applying is using that knowledge to solve problems. It is thought put into motion, testing concepts against the friction of reality. Analyzing involves breaking ideas down, finding patterns and contradictions hidden in the structure. It is the dissection of truth. Evaluating is making judgments and critiquing with established criteria. It is where we weigh the value of thoughts and prioritize what matters. Creating is the peak, synthesizing elements into something genuinely new, ideas, models, art, or solutions. This is where human intelligence truly broadcasts. It's cognitive fast food, predigested, effortless, addictive. You can consume dozens of thoughts without ever thinking. This isn't harmless. Societies that reward regurgitation over analysis become polarized, shallow, and vulnerable to misinformation. Deep thinking is metabolically expensive. Your brain, just 2% of body weight, uses 20% of your energy. It prefers heuristics and familiar patterns. Higher levels require discomfort, questioning assumptions and restructuring beliefs. Modern technology amplifies this. Algorithms optimize for instant reaction and validation, not slow reflection. Identity compounds the trap. Once beliefs tie to tribe or self-image, questioning them feels like betrayal. Section 2. Deep thinkers and those with high intelligence often experience the world differently, sometimes as a gift, often as a burden. Many deep thinkers develop hypervigilance early. Their minds become pattern detection machines, simulating outcomes for safety. This yields profound insight but fuels overthinking and insight addiction, chasing understanding as a substitute for action. High IQ individuals report intense inner worlds, rich associations, and relentless curiosity. They spot inconsistencies others miss. This leads to analysis paralysis. Every decision branches into countless futures. Perfectionism clashes with reality's messiness. Socially, gaps emerge. Conversations feel compressed and superficial. The deep thinker sees omitted layers and exceptions. Masking to fit in creates isolation, not physical loneliness, but the ache of being partially unseen. A ghost in the crowd. Former gifted children face their own arc. Early praise for effortless brilliance can hinder development of grit and resilience. When real challenges arrive, the gifted identity cracks. Many struggle with perfectionism, imposter syndrome, or existential boredom. Yet these traits aren't curses. With awareness, they become superpowers: creativity, ethical clarity, and innovative problem solving. Section 3. Practical paths upward. Higher thinking isn't about consuming more content. It's about changing your relationship to thoughts. It's an intentional climb. Build intellectual patience. Slow down. Ask, what's actually going on, beyond headlines or feelings? Look for the bedrock. Practice analysis. Compare ideas fairly. Seek contradictions and assumptions. Read opposing views charitably and deeply. Develop evaluation. Prioritize with clear criteria. Regulate emotions. Tolerate the discomfort of revising your own beliefs. Cultivate creation. Synthesize. Journal. Build models. Prototype ideas. Even small original contributions count as you ascend the pyramid. Counter outsourcing. Limit passive scrolling. Read deeply. Reflect offline. Exercise cognitive muscles like attention and memory every single day. At the highest frequencies of thought, something profound shifts. We move beyond individual cognition into resonance, with ideas, with others, and with reality itself. Think of your mind as a receiver. Low-frequency thinking is noisy and scattered, like static. Higher levels tune to clearer signals. At the peak, creating, you don't just receive, you broadcast new frequencies into the world. You become the source. Neuroscience shows skilled thinkers exhibit greater neural integration and even measurable brainwave coherence during flow. Practices like mindfulness and creative flow can literally change your brain structure, enhancing imagination and executive control. In a world of AI, human advantage lies in the upper tiers: contextual wisdom, ethical evaluation, and novel creation. The deepest whys remain profoundly human, especially when attuned to higher frequencies of awareness, empathy, and purpose. Skilled thinkers do not shy away from complexity. They lean into it, understanding that the most profound truths are rarely found in soundbites or slogans. Cultivate frequency deliberately. Curate inputs that elevate, dense books, long-form dialogue over those that scatter. Embrace humility. The highest thinkers often feel they know least because they've glimpsed the vast unknowns of existence. We are at an evolutionary crossroads. Will we remain cognitive misers at the base, or will we accept the challenge of the climb? The choice determines our future. Society's future depends on more people climbing. Education should teach how to think, not just what to think. Culture should reward depth over virality. Individuals who tune higher don't just live better. They illuminate paths for others. It requires intention. It requires persistence through the discomfort of the ascent. But the view from the higher levels changes everything. You don't need genius-level IQ. You need intention, persistence through discomfort, and the willingness to create. The pyramid awaits. Most stay at the base because it's crowded and comfortable. The view improves as you ascend. The highest levels are available to anyone ready to do the work. What frequency will you tune to? The choice is yours. Thank you for watching this study in Brutalist Mind Architecture. We hope it serves as a map for your journey upward. Thank you for watching Frequency XO Productions. And remember, never give up on yourself.